A lot of people over 60 think their vision is getting worse simply because they are moving further along in years. They wake up in the morning and notice that everything looks slightly blurry, requiring several minutes before their eyes fully focus. Reading a small text message on a screen feels noticeably harder than it did a year ago. Restaurant menus seem darker, street signs look less sharp, and driving at night becomes a source of stress because oncoming headlights suddenly feel brighter and more overwhelming than ever before. Most people automatically assume this is an unchangeable consequence of normal aging. But what if that is only a small part of the story? What if some of the subtle changes happening inside your eyes right now have less to do with the passing years and far more to do with what happens while you are sleeping? Every single night, your body enters a deep phase of renewal and repair. Your brain refreshes its connections, your muscle fibers recover from daily use, your immune system becomes active, and your eyes begin one of the most important restoration processes in the entire body. However, after the milestone of 60, this natural pathway can become less efficient. The volume of blood flow reaching the retina gradually declines, cellular stress increases, and low-grade internal tension quietly builds up. This environment leaves the light-sensitive cells responsible for clear, sharp vision much more vulnerable to temporary or lasting modifications. The challenging part is that most individuals do not notice this gradual wear until they start struggling with everyday activities that bring joy and independence, such as reading a favorite book, driving confidently, recognizing familiar faces across a room, or watching television. Once these changes become obvious, many people mistakenly believe that nothing can be done to support their sight. But modern lifestyle research suggests a very different path forward. Scientists have discovered that certain whole fruits contain unique natural compounds that may deeply support retinal health, improve circulation to the eyes, and provide the exact raw materials your system uses during its overnight repair cycle. One specific fruit on our list today contains a remarkable combination of nutrients that researchers believe may help safeguard your vision against some of the most common age-related challenges. The most surprising part is that you likely already have it sitting in your kitchen. I have spent years helping older adults understand the beautiful science behind healthy aging using practical, evidence-based strategies. Today, I want to walk you through 7 specific fruits that can help support healthier vision while you rest, exactly how to use them, and why the number one choice on this list surprised even veteran eye health researchers. Before we begin, please share your age in the comments and let us know whether you struggle more with blurry morning vision, dry eyes, or night driving. Reading your experiences helps us connect as a community. Let us start with number 7 on our list, the humble kiwi. It is small, inexpensive, and often overlooked in favor of more exotic choices. But when it comes to supporting mature eyes, it stands as one of the most underrated fruits in the grocery store. As the decades advance, the delicate structures at the back of the eye become increasingly vulnerable to daily environmental strain and oxidative stress. The tiny, specialized cells that process light face constant exposure to damage from sunlight, digital screens, and normal metabolic wear. Over time, this cumulative strain contributes to morning blurriness, tired eyes, and an uncomfortable sensitivity to sudden bright lights. This green fruit contains 2 specific protective pigments that eye researchers look for above all others, lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of these pigments as a natural, built-in shield for your retina. These compounds physically accumulate inside the eye tissue, where they assist in filtering out harmful wavelengths of blue light while providing profound antioxidant support, precisely where it is valued most. This fruit is also exceptionally rich in natural vitamin C, which helps support the integrity of the tiny, delicate blood vessels that nourish your retinal pathways. But there is another significant reason this fruit made our evening list: sleep quality. Golden varieties naturally contain unique plant compounds that encourage deeper, more restful sleep. This timing is critical because your eyes perform the majority of their functional upkeep during your hours of deep rest. Researchers have noted that older adults who regularly introduce this fruit into their evening schedule report substantial improvements in their rest patterns, which indirectly grants the eyes a longer, uninterrupted window for overnight recovery. To enjoy this benefit, simply consume 2 golden kiwis about 1 hour before bed. The golden varieties generally contain a higher concentration of protective pigments and are significantly gentler on a mature digestive tract late in the evening. Try to enjoy them fresh and keep this simple routine consistent to allow the attributes to build over time. Number 8 on our list is a vegetable that is highly celebrated for heart health and longevity: broccoli. This vibrant choice is packed with natural fiber and protective elements that support your system's overall resilience. Yet, after 60, it demands a very specific type of structural awareness, not because of the vegetable itself, but because of how its natural chemistry interacts with common daily routines. This green choice is exceptionally rich in vitamin K, an essential nutrient that assists the body in managing its natural clotting balance. While this is excellent for maintaining healthy pathways, many mature adults utilize specific daily supports designed to keep their circulation moving freely and smoothly. Introducing large, erratic amounts of vitamin K can inadvertently interact with those daily adjustments, causing your internal environment to fluctuate. The true risk stems from sudden changes in your dietary habits, enjoying a massive portion one week and then completely avoiding it the next. This up and down pattern can throw your internal baseline off balance without your knowledge, and you might not perceive a single shift until your system experiences a moment of unexpected unsteadiness. The ideal way forward is absolute consistency, not exclusion. You do not need to remove this beautiful green from your menu. Simply focus on enjoying steady, moderate portions and ensure your regular choices are shared during your routine wellness conversations. Moving to number 7, we look at a very popular choice that many consider the perfect light evening addition: romaine lettuce. A fresh salad at the end of the day feels incredibly gentle on your digestion and light on your system. However, enjoying a large portion of this specific leaf late in the evening can quietly affect your hydration levels overnight. This crisp grain possesses a very mild, natural diuretic quality, meaning it gently encourages your body to clear away fluids. When we are younger, this subtle shift is barely noticeable. But after 60, our internal thirst signals naturally become less prominent, and our pathways process hydration at a more measured pace. You might retire for the night without feeling thirsty at all, yet as you sleep, your fluid levels drop, causing your circulation to become thicker and move more sluggishly through your mature pathways. Slow-moving circulation during the quiet hours of the night creates an environment where your delicate vessels face unnecessary tension. The simple solution is mindful timing. Enjoy your large salads during the middle of the day when your hydration levels are naturally high and your body is active. If you do choose to enjoy these greens in the evening, simply accompany them with a small, conscious glass of pure water to ensure your internal stream remains fluid and unhindered all night long. Let us look at number 6, which involves a highly popular root vegetable that is often enjoyed as a quick snack: raw carrots. This root is magnificent for supporting visual focus due to its rich abundance of beta-carotene, which your system beautifully converts into vitamin A. This vitamin is foundational for supporting the fine pathways that allow you to navigate low-light environments. However, for a mature system, enjoying them in their raw state late in the evening can introduce a sudden surge of natural sugars into the bloodstream. A younger body manages this minor surge effortlessly, but after 60, our energy metabolism moves at a slower pace. When raw starches are processed rapidly right before bed, they can cause a sudden rise in internal energy, followed by a sharp drop while you are asleep. This overnight drop triggers a natural response, causing stress indicators like cortisol to rise when your system should be resting. This sudden shift can cause your pathways to tighten and your internal pressure to increase during the night. To keep this root vegetable as a true ally, simply avoid enjoying large portions of it raw or entirely alone late at night. Focus on enjoying them earlier in the day, and consider pairing them with a source of healthy protein or gentle fat, such as a handful of almonds or a bit of yogurt. This small adjustment ensures that energy absorption remains slow, steady, and beautifully balanced. Number 5 on our list covers a dark berry that is a well-kept secret for night vision support: black currants. If you have never purchased these tiny, dark berries before, you are not alone, as many walk right past them in the market. But when it comes to protecting mature vision, especially in low light conditions, their attributes are surprisingly impressive. As the years advance, subtle inner tension can quietly develop inside the tiny blood vessels that support your retinal network and the primary visual pathways. This develops very slowly, year after year, until an individual begins to notice halos around headlights, increased eye fatigue during evening tasks, or difficulty adjusting when moving between bright and dark rooms. This deep purple berry is packed with high concentrations of anthocyanins, which are the natural pigments responsible for their rich color. These elements have attracted significant attention because they directly support healthy circulation while shielding delicate tissues from everyday oxidative stress. They assist the visual processes involved in light adjustment, meaning you process visual details with greater ease when stepping from the afternoon sun into a shaded home. Fresh varieties can sometimes be rare, but frozen options retain their complete nutritional value beautifully. A small, mindful serving in the evening provides a wonderful momentum for your visual pathways. Moving to number 4, we find a beloved kitchen favorite that is likely sitting in your freezer right now: wild blueberries. Most people recognize that these berries are an excellent choice, but few understand why they are uniquely valuable for a mature system. Every single day, your retina is exposed to thousands of hours of light over the course of your life. This continuous exposure creates cellular stress within the specialized cells responsible for sharp, detailed vision, making reading feel more demanding and causing fine print to blur. These berries contain powerful antioxidants that reinforce your body's natural defense systems against this specific type of daily stress. What makes them uniquely interesting is their ability to protect tissues that face constant direct light exposure, helping your eyes remain resilient for much longer. There is a helpful detail most people miss. Wild varieties contain significantly higher concentrations of these protective compounds than larger, commercially cultivated alternatives. They are smaller, deeper in color, and freeze perfectly without losing their attributes. I recommend enjoying a third of a cup roughly 45 minutes before you retire. A valuable tip is to avoid combining them with large amounts of heavy dairy cream, as certain dairy proteins can temporarily slow down or reduce the absorption of these beneficial plant compounds. Number 3 brings us to a vibrant option that surprises almost everyone who explores senior nutrition: dragon fruit. With its beautiful red flesh and unique appearance, this choice stands as one of the most interesting options on our entire list for supporting healthy, unhindered circulation. Если вы часто просыпаетесь с чувством тяжести в глазах или замечаете, что ваше восприятие деталей кажется уставшим даже после полноценного отдыха, этот фактор заслуживает вашего пристального внимания. One of the hidden elements behind age-related visual shifts is a subtle decline in the delivery of oxygen-rich resources to the retinal tissue. Your eyes demand a constant, generous supply of oxygen to function at their best. This fruit contains betalains, which are natural plant compounds heavily studied for their ability to support blood vessel flexibility and encourage natural nitric oxide production. This molecule signals your pathways to gently relax and widen, ensuring that vital nutrients find their way to your eyes effortlessly while you sleep. I highly recommend selecting the deep red-fleshed variety whenever possible, as it holds a much higher concentration of these protective pigments than the white-fleshed versions. Enjoying half of a fruit an hour before rest provides excellent support, and ensure you do not ignore the tiny black seeds, as they provide gentle, healthy fats that assist your system's absorption. Number 2 on our list contains one of the most vital nutrients ever identified for safeguarding central vision after 60: goji berries. These small, bright berries have been cherished for centuries in traditional longevity practices, and modern research is finally unmasking why they are so profoundly effective. One of the most critical structures inside the eye is the macula, which is entirely responsible for your central vision. It is the precise tool that allows you to read a book, enjoy a text message from a grandchild, thread a needle, and engage in the activities that make daily life independent and meaningful. Unfortunately, this central structure becomes more sensitive over time as protective pigments gradually decline. These small berries are exceptionally rich in zeaxanthin, containing some of the highest natural concentrations found in any food source on Earth. Because this pigment concentrates directly within the center of your sight, introducing it regularly reinforces your eye's built-in defense system. I remember a wonderful gentleman named Frank, 78, whose primary concern as the years advanced was preserving his ability to read his beloved library collection. He reminded me that healthy vision is not about test results or charts. It is about freedom, independence, and the ability to continue doing what you love. To enjoy these berries optimally, consider soaking 2 tablespoons in warm water for 10 minutes before eating them around 45 minutes before bed, as this gentle practice makes them incredibly easy for a mature digestive system to welcome. Finally, we reach our number 1 choice, a fruit that surprised many eye health researchers when its specific molecular pathways were first fully analyzed: papaya. This fruit rarely receives the same mainstream attention as blueberries or goji berries, but when it comes to supporting a mature system after 60, it deserves immense recognition. One of the greatest hidden challenges to long-term visual clarity is an internal process known as glycation. This occurs when excess sugar molecules inadvertently attach to proteins within the body, causing them to become rigid and less functional over time. Within the eyes, this subtle process can contribute to cloudy lenses and accelerated wear of the delicate retinal architecture. It takes place slowly and quietly, without any early alerts. This tropical fruit contains a unique combination of vitamins A, C, and E, working alongside specific natural enzymes that reinforce your body's natural defenses against this exact binding process. The vitamin A is particularly vital, as it is directly involved in how your retina processes light, helping to maintain your confidence when moving through dim environments. Furthermore, this fruit is exceptionally light, refreshing, and incredibly easy on the digestive system, making it the ideal evening choice for adults who prefer to avoid heavy snacks before sleep. Enjoying 1 cup of ripe portions an hour before bed is a wonderful habit, and adding a simple squeeze of fresh lime juice right before eating not only elevates the flavor beautifully, but provides a natural boost of vitamin C to support optimal nutrient absorption. To ensure your system welcomes these benefits completely, there are 5 essential rules to carry into your daily routine. Rule number 1: never consume these fruits as a heavy dessert immediately following a large dinner. Large, complex meals slow down your digestion, causing fruit to sit unutilized and reducing the efficiency of nutrient processing. Instead, enjoy your fruit as a separate evening snack about 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Rule number 2: always include a small source of healthy fat alongside your evening choice. Many of the most powerful protective compounds we discussed today are fat-soluble, meaning your body requires the presence of healthy fats to absorb them completely. Pairing your snack with a few walnuts, a small handful of almonds, or a slice of avocado makes a meaningful difference. Rule number 3: protect your sleep duration with absolute dedication. You can enjoy the finest nutrition on Earth, but if your system only receives 4 or 5 hours of rest, your eyes lose the vital time required to utilize those building blocks for repair. Rule number 4: maintain consistent hydration throughout the active hours of the day. Dehydration is the most common contributor to morning dryness, burning sensations, and initial visual discomfort when you first wake up. And finally, rule number 5: embrace consistency. Vibrant health and sharp vision are not constructed in a single week. They are built through thousands of small, mindful decisions repeated over months and years. The choices you bring to your table, the rest you protect, and the habits you practice every day are what define the future of your vitality. Your sight is the gateway to your independence, your confidence, and your quality of life. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with me today. If this conversation brought a fresh perspective or a helpful tool to your wellness journey, please consider giving it a like and sharing it with a loved one. If you value a calm, thoughtful approach to senior longevity, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment and let me know which of these 7 fruits you look forward to introducing into your evening routine tonight. Stay well, stay observant, and I look forward to connecting with you in our next video.